Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having an amazing day. Happy Friday to you and your family, of course. Hope you're having a great day and a start to the weekend. We're going to obviously take a look at GMT, kind of see what's going on, where we're at. It's actually doing quite well considering, and I just want to make sure we're aware of, just some potential things to look out for. There was a massive sell-off yesterday, unfortunately, but decent recovery today, and we'll go ahead and talk about that as well. If you are new to the channel, though, keep in mind I'm not a financial advisor. I do love teaching people how to trade. I hope you can learn something here today, and my goal is to keep you abreast and to essentially help you become a better trader. If you do want to become a better trader, join the 200 plus members I have so far with my trading academy, my signal group, and my community. A link in the description below. CryptoCache.tech is a website. You can register there. I do have discounts for military and third world countries. Feel free to message me if you have any questions. Also, I get a lot of scammers, unfortunately, on the channel. I think it's pretty common in the industry, but just know I will never directly message you. Feel free to message me first. My contact information is down below. That is the way in which you contact me, okay? All right, that being said, GMT, let's go ahead and bird's eye view first and work our way down. So we got our ICO, I believe, March 9th, at least on this exchange for Binance. I use Binance because, of course, it has large volume. What better way to anticipate a price movement than with significant volume? Taking a look here, though, we can see the price ascending nicely with the 20-day SMA. Eventually lost the 20-day SMA, and now it's working its way down. So generally speaking, you can expect the 20-day SMA to be kind of a pretty good catalyst on which direction something's going to head. And this is essentially telling us that we're underneath the 20, obviously the 50 as well, and probably the 200. But at this point, we are on the downtrend and the downside, and we shouldn't expect the price action to just instantly recover. In fact, it did fairly well here considering how overextended it was and that it's a profitable coin. So in general here, most profitable coins that are doing well, contrary to Bitcoin, because you got to think Bitcoin's been going like this when GMT was going like this. So in that sense, we got to understand this being a profitable coin, this is going to happen, and it's inevitably going to align itself with Bitcoin, which, if you can see here, is a very synonymous behavior to Bitcoin. Yesterday's sell-off was a little stronger than usual, of course, but yesterday we wicked pretty low down on Bitcoin at like 28,000. Again, check out my other Bitcoin videos. I make one every single day if you want to learn more about what that's doing, because that's really the actual catalyst for almost every single price action movement in the altcoin industry. That being said, regardless of that fact, let's go ahead and look at some stuff here. We're bouncing off 30 on the RSI. This is nice. 30's worked well as a support level previously. And what's interesting too, and this is something to note, this was a strong resistance level here, right here at this Fibonacci retracement line of 80 cents. Okay, so if we see this here, it's interesting. The price comes up, works its way within these channels, breaks up above, works its way within these channels, comes down, hangs out in the Fibonacci retracement levels, and then comes down and wicks all the way down to the previous resistance level, holds that previous resistance level as a support, and then bounces off of it. We're retesting this again. So hypothetically, we could say that we're experiencing a double bottom. And the price could actually recover from here, because it's a very strong area that people want to be able to invest in. They feel like that's a good value. So again, something to kind of think about. There's a tremendous amount of volume there too as well. If you look at it, we got the second largest amount of volume accumulation minus its ICO week right at that price point of 80 cents. Okay, so to me, 80 cents would be a really good dollar cost average target. We're back up to 105 already, but you can just see how perfectly it came down and bounced off that. But concurrent with that, we've got, once again, 30 on the RSI essentially working as a support level here, kind of telling us that, hey, the price is probably not going to come much lower than that. Granted, Bitcoin dumps to 24,000 this weekend or whenever, we're going to see a different story there. It'll probably continue to go lower. We shouldn't expect a parabolic increase from GMT in the near future with Bitcoin still misbehaving the way that it is. But GMT is also doing very well contrary to Bitcoin, even though it's fairly aligned. It's also maintaining itself quite nicely considering its competition. All right, so a few different schools of thought there. Taking a look at the 4 hour, you can see, of course, we were kind of just breaking even. That was pretty much what Bitcoin has been doing for the last 10 days. And of course, with that sell-off from Bitcoin, they had enough. They took their profits. It felt like the end, so the sky is falling. They went ahead and sold everything there. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Taking a look here, of course, at the RSI. Obviously, it dumped below 30. That's nothing to really truly rely on. So honestly, at this point, not much we can really say about that. We've got a MACD convergence potentially occurring, but that's very standard considering how hard the price sold off yesterday. So I wouldn't worry too much about what's going on here. with GMT in the sense of the 4-hour time frame, kind of just telling us that we're not in bad shape. Okay, but once again, you got to recognize too, big picture, this is definitely something that's looking at a potential, I guess you could say, downtrend if we continue to retest this level. Okay, so don't be naive in the sense of thinking that GMT is just going to recover because it's done well in the past at that support level. Okay, that's just something I want to try to drive home. Last thing to kind of cover here before I part ways here with you is taking a look just at the TD sequential and kind of understanding we're up to a 9 here. Okay, so we just hit a 9 and we're getting a reset. So likelihood of another 7 hours continuation on the downside is pretty high. So just keep in mind we're a bit on the overexhausted side on the 1 hour. That's why we're seeing this pullback, and we should expect the price to maybe come back a little bit further. Pay attention to Bitcoin and how that's performing, because once again, even though GMT isn't completely aligned, it's fairly synonymous in a lot of ways last 10 to 14 trading days. So that is important to acknowledge as well. So big picture, I mean, really, truth be told, GMT is in much better shape than most coins right now. It's testing a key level support. The likelihood of it coming lower is low, pending Bitcoin again doesn't do anything stupid and obnoxious. So that's just kind of where it's at. And so generally speaking, not in terrible shape. Let's go ahead and take a look at this again here soon, of course. And I thank you so much to my current community members for requesting that I cover this, all your support. And if you do want to become a better trader, join over 200 members that I have presently, and we all work and learn and grow together. Check that out. CryptoCache.tech is a site. Link in the description below. I do offer discounts for third world countries and military as well. Thank you for your service. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.